24 hours after the funeral for Michael Brown and a call for peace, protesters came out today to say they are not staying quiet about that deadly police shooting. Haley Mason is live downtown where a march for justice just ended. Haley.
That's right. Just moments ago, there were impassioned protesters and activists, even a few young children, all lining the federal courthouse behind me to say they want long-term changes. They said that they laid out a long list of demands for the Department of Justice. And they said they're not going to rest until their demands are met.
This is what democracy looks like. Tell me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
It's not over. The fire is still burning.
After a day of silence, that was the message that rang out loud and clear from hundreds of protesters and activists who gathered on the front steps of City Hall and marched to the federal courthouse.
This ain't nothing. Walking the streets don't move me because I done seen the worst thing that they could throw at me. So now it's on and popping, and it's on for life.
Organized by the newly formed coalition Hands Up United,
Hands up. Yo, shoot.
The purpose of the march was to send a list of demands.
I said, what do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now.
Straight to the office of the U.S. Attorney, Richard Callahan.
One of our local demands, number one, is swift and impartial investigation by the Department of Justice into the Michael Brown shooting and expanded Department of Justice investigation into patterns of racial profiling and civil rights violations by the police across North St. Louis County.
While most of the protest was peaceful, there was a moment of unrest as some tried to rush past St. Louis police to get inside the courthouse. The young leaders insisted the goal is to remain peaceful as they encourage more youth to join their efforts.
This is rooted in youth, and you know, we don't get tired. You know, I haven't slept in 12 days, and I'm fine with that. So it's just all about we won't burn out.
Now, these young people today tell me they realize that any one of them could have been Mike Brown, and that's why they say this hits home for this generation. About 8 people were led inside the courthouse today. Thursday, they say they plan to bring forth a formal lawsuit to the Department of Justice about being illegally detained. Reporting live outside of the federal courthouse, Haley Mason, News 4.